Let me tell you about the tragedy that befell me nearly 4 years ago. There I was, being 37 and the mother of a 15-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, and the wife of a successful but creatively unfulfilled bathroom designer. I was working with my younger sister, Karen, but really for my younger sister, Karen, and generally I was being very normal. Life was having its ups and downs, but nothing to get excited about. When, one evening, the tips of the fingers on my left hand started to tingle. By bedtime, my right hand was also tingling. Maybe it's a sign of how dull everything was that I found it pleasant, like having space dust popping under my skin. Sometime during the night, I half woke and noticed that now my feet were tingling as well. Lovely, I thought, dreamily. Space dust feet, too. Maybe in the morning I'd be tingling everywhere, and wouldn't that be nice? When the alarm went off at 7 a.m, I felt knackered, but that was par for the course. I felt knackered every morning. After all, I was very normal. But this particular morning, it was a different sort of tiredness. A bad, heavy, made of lead tiredness. "Get up," I said to Ryan. Then I stumbled down the stairs, and in retrospect, I probably really was stumbling, and started boiling kettles and throwing boxes of cereal onto the table. Then I went upstairs to rouse, i.e. shout at, my children. I went back downstairs and took a swig of tea, but to my surprise it tasted strange and metallic. I stared accusingly at the stainless steel kettle. Clearly bits of it had infiltrated my tea. It had been such a good friend all these years. Why had it suddenly turned on me? Giving it another wounded look, I started on Geoffrey's special toast, which was simply ordinary toast without the butter. He had a thing about butter. He said it was slimy. But my hands felt fumbly and numb, and the enjoyable tingling had stopped. I took a mouthful of orange juice, then spat it out and yelped. "What?" Ryan had appeared. He was never good in the mornings. He was never good in the evenings either, come to think of it. He might have been in top form in the middle of the day, but I never got to see him then, so I couldn't comment.
"The orange juice," I said. "It burned me."
"Burned you? It's orange juice, it's cold."
"It burned my tongue, my mouth."
"Why are you talking like that?"
"Like what?"
"Like your tongue is swollen." He grabbed my glass and took a swig and said, "There's nothing wrong with that orange juice." I tried another sip. It burned me again. Geoffrey materialised at my side and said accusingly, "Did you put butter on this toast?"
"No."
We played this game every morning.
"You've put butter on it," he said. "I can't eat it."
"Okay." He looked at me in surprise.
"Give him some money,"
I ordered Ryan.
"Why?" "So he can buy himself something for breakfast."
Startled, Ryan handed over a $5, and, startled, Geoffrey took it. "I'm off," Ryan said.
"Grand, bye. Okay, kids, get your stuff."
Normally I ran through a checklist as long as my arm for all their extracurricular activities, swimming, hockey, rugby, the school orchestra, but today I didn't bother. Sure enough, about 10 minutes into the car journey, Geoffrey said, "I forgot my banjo." There was no way I was turning around and going back to get it.
"You'll be fine," I said. "You can manage without it for one day."
A blanket of stunned silence fell in the car. At the school gate, dozens of privileged, cosmopolitan teenagers were milling in. It was one of the greatest sources of pride in my life that Betsy and Geoffrey were pupils at Quarterly Daily, a non-denominational, fee-paying school which aimed to educate the whole child. My guilty pleasure was to watch them as they traipsed in their uniforms, both of them tall and a little gawky, Betsy's blonde curls swinging in a ponytail, and Geoffrey's dark hair sticking up in tufts.